Hello, Jefferson Multimedia. We are reviewing how to edit an audiobook in Premiere Rush. Now, this is an example from the Batman project we did last year. So we'll take the concepts that we're learning here and just apply them to the project we're working on now. You'll be doing the same things. You'll be cutting it into pieces in case you want to put a sound effect by itself in between a couple of sentences. And we'll also learn how to balance the audio, so if you want the sound effects underneath your narration, we can do that too. So the project you're working on is different from the project you'll see me working on here, but the process is exactly the same. So pay attention to how I do things instead of saying, the words don't match the project we're working on right now, because I know that. But here we go. What is up, Jefferson Multimedia? Let's look at how to start the Batman audiobook. Remember, this is a sample audiobook that you'll be editing in class, so you learn how to edit an audiobook while you record your own narration. Head to the post called Sound Effects for Audiobooks. At the bottom, you have two different audio files, Batman M4A and Joker M4A. These are all the narration pieces you're going to need. So I want you to go to each one. I want you to right-click on it. And right-click means look at your trackpad. At the top of your trackpad, there are two red lines. Click on the red line that's on the right, and you're looking for something like Save Link As or Save Source As. Click on that. You want to send it where? To the desktop. And let's just call it Batman voice. Click Save. You're downloading. Excellent. Things are working as they should be. Then right-click on Joker. Remember, look at the trackpad. Two red lines at the top. Click on the right red line. Save the link as Joker voice. Both are saving right now. Isn't that awesome? Let them finish up, and then I'll show you what to do next. We want to open up Premiere Rush. Once that is done, create a new project. When it asks you where you want to import from, click on your desktop. What are we looking for? We want Batman voice, and we want Joker voice. Click on Create. So one of these buttons down here, is it this one? Yeah. And then what about this one? Yes. If you click the two buttons in the bottom, expand audio and control tracks, what it will do is it will make things bigger so you can see the audio waveforms. And remember how a waveform works is to make something bigger, what do? Use the slider. Every time you see a peak, that's me talking really loud. When it goes down here, that's me talking softly. One thing I've learned is this. We have to cut this thing into pieces, and the biggest problem we're going to come across is to move an audio track, we have to click in the middle of it and move the whole thing. If we click the beginning of it and we try to move it there, guess what happens?
You cursed rat! Look what you've done! I'm melting! Melting! Oh, what a world! What a world!
We're shortening it. We're cutting it in half. So you will make this mistake about a dozen times. Do you have to fix it every time you make it? Yeah. So let's cut this thing into pieces. The big thing I want to do is to make sure that sometimes we want to break. So we'll have talking and then we'll have the talking stop so we can hear the sound effect on its own. So it jumps out at you, right? Other times we'll want the sound effect underneath the voice. One of the big things I want to make sure we do first is anytime you hear me breathing, like as Batman, because I'm doing that goofy voice, we want to cut out the breathing. So click at the very beginning. Remember, this blue thing is called your playhead. That shows you where am I in the project, what's going on. So I'm going to play it, and I'm going to see what's going on. As I listen to this, there's a lot of background noise because I recorded it in my classroom while the heater was going. Let me show you a trick. Let's click on the track itself. Go up here. Is it in special effects? No, it's down here in audio. We're looking for reduce background noise. Try that. And let's get rid of everything before the first time he talks. Activating the battering ram. Boom! So what I want to do is I want to go backwards to right before he talks, right? What's the split command? S. What do I want to do with the stuff before he talks? Click on it and hit what? Delete. Then can I take the whole thing, click it in the middle, drag it over, can I let go of it and see what happens?
Activating the battering ram at the front of the Batmobile. I rev up the engine and fly through the barrier, sending wood shards down the tunnel.
Alright, so after that line, we want to hear the wood shards going down the tunnel, right? So what am I going to do? Boom! I'm going to hit S. So the first clip should say...
Activating the battering ram at the front of the Batmobile. I rev up the engine and fly through the barrier, sending wood shards down the tunnel.
So let's put a gap between the first track, because what are we going to need to put? A sound effect right there. What comes next?
Green arrows plaster the wall of the sewers that resemble a mental hospital. Arkham Asylum. I know it well.
Alright, after that, I want to put a sound effect, so guess what? S. Move it down a little bit more. Okay, that little... Let's get rid of that. Remember the slider here? Move it to the left. It'll make it bigger. See that little hill right there? That's me breathing. Here's where I'll want to grab the beginning and move it to right at the beginning of me talking, yeah?
I decide to leave the Batmobile for a much quieter approach. Following down the hallways, I hear faint groaning in the distance.
Alright, we want to hear Robin groan. So guess what? S for split. Move it just a little bit, leave a gap, because each gap shows you where the sound effects go.
I grapple through the ceiling to get a jump on whatever awaits me.
So that's the quick recap of everything we need to do to edit the audiobook. So you do the same thing with the Thriller project. Decide where you want to have a gap. Where do you want to split your track so you can put a sound effect between two different lines of dialogue. Hit your S key. And soon I'll show you how to put your sound effects underneath your narration without having your narration stop and balance the volume. So that's all for today. Thanks. Bye-bye.